What is up, guys? Poledoo here. Welcome to our new series, the new project on the channel, Valkyria Chronicles. You just saw the nice cinematic opening there. And this game, oh boy, this game. If you've never heard of Valkyria Chronicles, I believe this was first on the PS3, and then I'm playing the Steam port. It is a turn-based RPG. I don't really know how to describe it because I've never played a game quite like this. It's turn-based, but you move your units. They're not in a grid, so it's not like Fire Emblem moving. But you actually get to aim. Like, whenever you're shooting, you get to aim your units yourself, and it is so great. The graphics, I love the graphic style. The art style is, kind of like the drawn-looking kind of thing as you saw from the title sequence, and it's, I mean, to put it, looking at it, it's European anime Civil War. I mean, just to put it bluntly, but this game is amazing. I've not played the entirety of this game before, so this will be blind at a certain point. I've played all the way up until, I've beaten chapter 14, and from there on, I don't know what's coming. Let's hit that new game, though. There is voice acting here, by the way.
The year was 1935 EC. Two powers controlled the continent. In the east, the sun rose over the autocratic East European Imperial Alliance, otherwise known as the Empire. In the west, a network of loosely allied democracies formed the Atlantic Federation. Both powers depended on a precious mineral, ragnite, for their survival, and its growing scarcity led to the inevitable war. Hostilities began in the east when the Empire aggressively crossed their western border. The Atlantic Federation responded, and the Second European War was on. The Empire, with its vast military superiority, struck hard, gaining ground in early victories and putting the Federation on the defensive. Emboldened by their progress and momentum, the Empire set their sights beyond the borders of the Federation. In neighboring Gallia, a peaceful principality along the sea, they found their next victim. Gallia had long maintained its neutrality in the tensions between the two superpowers. But the rich stores of ragnite under the Gallian soil proved too tempting for the Empire. It amassed troops along the eastern border and invaded with all the force of an avalanche. Prologue. Gallia to arms.
Okay, so the way this book is set up, the way this game is set up is it's in a format of a book. And I think how we're gonna do episode to episode is just time limit. With Fire Emblem, I do an entire chapter in one episode. But I think here we're just gonna have our normal, anywhere from as short to 20 minutes for as long as, 45 is really the max I want to ever push it. Sometimes I end up going over, but that's really the max I want to push it. But you can see, every square you see here are cinematic / things to do. So the first one we saw was this, the Gallia to Arms European War 2. And then one, it says new, we have Prologue, Gallia to Arms, a meeting. You can also press F, go to the menu, it's chapter select, tab select, we got options. Let's go through the options real quick. Is SE volume, sound effects. Volume levels for movie sequences cannot be changed. Oh, okay, I was just wondering if I could get voices louder than the music, but looks like we're fine. I could... Language, I can turn to Japanese, but I'm not going to. I'd rather just deal with the English. Some of them are bad voices, some of them aren't, but hey, whatever. But we're good, we're good. But let's get into this. There might not be a whole lot of talking until we get to actual gameplay, like the battle, because they're gonna set things up. So it's a very, very much story-driven LP. I'm so excited, so excited. So, a meeting.
March 1935. Outside the Gallian border town of Brule. Residents are leaving the town before the invasion, headed inland towards the capital.
I haven't been down this road in years. It really hasn't changed very much. Whoa. Already? Hey there, guys. You're beautiful. Starting early this year. You're heading upstream, huh? How's the water?
Freeze! Put your hands in the air. Slowly. Haven't seen you around before. What's your name?
My name's Welkin. And you are...
The one with the gun. We're with the Bruletown Watch. I'm Alicia. Alicia Melchiot. So, I'm wondering what you've been writing in that little book you've got there. Imperial spies are in the area.
This book is nothing, really. I was just sketching the fish and, you know...
Yes. Oh, I know. And you know there's a war on, don't you? All right then, Mr. Artist. We'll talk about fish sketching down at the station. Take him away.
Thanks, fish.
Alright, so we were introduced to the two main characters of the game. We got Welkin and we got Alicia Melchiot. Let's get into the next one, the Imperial Attack.
Flowers, bugs, and fish. You're not bad with a pen, are you? I have to say, they're really very good.
Thank you. So you see, I really was just sketching.
Maybe. Or this could be some kind of secret code. And I intend to take my time finding out for sure.
Great.
Welks? Is that you?
Isara! Oh, your timing is perfect.
What have you gotten yourself into now, Welkin? Wait. Don't you live at the old General's house?
That's right. I'm General Gunther's daughter, Isara.
You do know everyone's supposed to evacuate, right?
Yes, I'm aware of that. My brother's here to help me move to the capital, but that may be difficult. I mean, unless you're willing to let him go, that is.
Huh? I apologize, but I was just doing my job, you know. I saw you with the notebook and thought you were a spy. Again, I'm really sorry about that.
Thanks. Don't worry about it. I can see how I might have looked a little suspicious.
Welks has a real passion for observing nature. That's why he's studying it at the university, right?
Guilty as charged. I get so into it sometimes I forget where I am or that somebody might be watching me.
Gunfire! Everyone keep your heads down!
Over there! Come on! Damn it!
Welkin, you can handle a gun, right?
Yeah. I mean, I made it through training anyway.
Well, They're probably just a small scouting team. We should be able to take them out.
I'm with you.
Alright, so battle has arisen. We have about saving the game. Yeah, it just tells us save the game. It says save the game before you get into a. You can see that's the closest or furthest I've gotten into the game. So let me just make sure. Okay, so yeah. We met Isamu, Welkin's sister, who is to be moving out. But we are being shot at. So let's get into this. Let's defend ourselves.
Okay, here's the plan.
I was like, we've got to eliminate the Imperial scouts that are approaching Brule. We'll deploy from here and take out all 3 of them. So we're the blue flag, they're the red. Actually, no, never mind. We are the red flag, because I was like, this map, wait, no, we're not blue, based on the map. Just cross the bridge and take them down as fast as you can. Our objective here is to eliminate all enemies. Let's take care of them one at a time, nice and easy. Actually, no, I think we are the blue flag. Maybe I'm getting things mixed up. I don't know. So, victory, defeat all enemies. Failure if Welkin or Alicia dies, or if 20 turns pass.
Let's get started. Just stay calm and get it done.
Okay, so we do start on this side of the bridge. So we are blue. Okay. It confused me for a second.
I see 3 of them.
That's 3 too many. Stay sharp. Listen a second. There's something I should explain.
Alright, command points. We're going to go over command points and how the turns kind of go back and forth. When combat starts, you'll see a map of this area and your unit's positions. This is referred to as command mode. Here, you'll select the unit you'd like to move based on their position respective to the enemy, then press spacebar. Doing so uses up one of the command points displayed at the top of the screen. They reflect your ability as a commander, and represent the number of times you can give instructions to, i.e. control, your units per each player phase. In this battle, you have 3 CP, so you can issue instructions to your units up to 3 times. Let's try moving a unit now. Alright, so we can use the arrow keys or the mouse to kind of move things around. We got an enemy here, and you can see lines, meaning the enemy can see us. We are in the enemy's sights. Well, actually, no, I think white lines will. But we can see them, sight lines. We got 3 enemies to deal with, so it'll be a nice and easy chapter.
Here we go.
We're going to start with Welkin. And it's going to talk about action points. Use CP to collect a unit in command mode, and you'll be plunged into action mode. Here you can freely move the unit you select around the field. As you move around in action mode, the action points, or AP, gauge at the bottom of the screen will gradually deplete. This represents the unit's mobility. Once it reaches 0, the unit will be unable to move any further. Keeping an eye on the unit's remaining AP while they are in motion is critical to keeping them safe. For now, use, WASD to move the unit near the sandbags. So he's actually facing away, so he won't actually turn around and shoot us. About attacking. Press the E button near the to enter target mode. There, the unit will prepare to attack with their currently selected weapon. Use WASD to move the crosshairs onto an enemy, or the Q and E buttons to snap between targets. Enemies will not attack while you are in target mode, so take your time to aim well before pressing spacebar to fire. Your shots will land somewhere within the circle surrounding the crosshairs, so it's best to center it on the entire target. Shots to the head or other weak points will result in greater damage. A unit can only attack from target mode up to once per action, so choose wisely before you open fire. If the target survives your attack, they may then launch a counterattack. A damaged unit may not have the HP, or hit points, to survive the enemy's counter, so be careful when you're planning your attack. So I'm actually going to move forward a bit and crouch, because if you are crouched, you take less damage. So, press E, and we can actually just use the mouse and look around, and as you can see, if we hit him in the body, that's 7 shots. We're going to shoot 5, and it tells us how many it takes to kill. If we hit 2 of our 5 shots in the head, he's dead. I typically always like to go for the head. Our guns are not as accurate currently. Keep in mind, currently. But I'm gonna go for it. There we go. Got 2 headshots. Perfect. About ending actions. A unit with 0 remaining AP that has already performed an attack in target mode is unable to act further. Press escape to end their current action. This will return you to command mode, where you will be able to select the next unit you wish to direct. You can press escape and end a unit's action even if they have not attacked and still have AP. And if they... Welkin. We can still move, as you can see, too. And if we were to just end Welkin's turn right now, we could then select him with another command point because his bar is not depleted. So until his bar is actually fully depleted, he is good to... You can take as many turns as he wants. About using cover. When standing near sandbags, the command crouch will appear. Press spacebar to take cover behind them. We already did that. They didn't tell us the first time, I just already knew it. While hiding behind cover, units are harder to target, take less damage, and are immune to headshots and critical damage. That is why it's always good to crouch, because you can't be hit by headshots. Take less damage, you'll just live. It's just good. Meanwhile, units caught out in the open by enemy attacks will be easier to hit and could take significantly more damage. Advance carefully toward the cover, moving from cover to cover, and always try to end your action safely hidden from harm. Doing so should keep your troops alive long enough to secure victory for Gallia. So I don't know if we have enough. No, we do not have enough AP to actually reach those sandbags. But as you can see, these enemies, actually I don't know about that one, but this one for sure is facing us. And you will see, unlike the guy we just killed, when they're facing us, it's going to be a bit trickier to handle. So we're gonna go with Alicia now. And we're going to try and reach those sandbags right there. It's gonna be tough. Oh. Okay, so as you can see, the guy can see me. Let me go into target mode so he can't keep shooting. He can see me from where he is. That one's actually looking at me as well. And since he can see me, he will shoot. If he's looking away, I can get as close to him as I want. As long as I don't catch his sight, he will not shoot. I actually want to move a little bit closer. Okay. So, 2 shots. Let's see if we can get 2 headshots again. First 2 bullets were headshots. Hey, you go, Alicia. All right. So we got one more to deal with. I probably should have used Alicia again. Damn it. I fucked up. I done fucked. Well, no, Alicia didn't have any AP left. Never mind. Could have used Welkin, maybe. Okay. Now, we can shoot. Now, you can see, distance does matter. If we hit this guy in the body 28 times at this distance, we'll kill him. And 7 to the head. So, I'm actually not even going to bother attacking. Because if we hit, it's really not going to matter. So, we end our phase. When your CP reaches 0, the player phase ends and the enemy phase begins. One player / enemy phase pair constitutes a single turn. The fewer turns you complete a mission in, the more cash and experience you'll receive at the end, but being too hasty can lead to unnecessary risks. The key is to find a challenging balance. Alright, so we're going to end our phase, and the enemy phase is going to go. Only one enemy, and this is tutorial, so we are really in no danger. But as you can see, it was just barely in our range, so Alicia shot at him, and then he shot at us, so of course our counterattack happened. And he's not going to use the rest of his command points, he's just going to end. So now it's our turn, using command points efficiently. When used well, even a limited pool of command points can take out a significant number of foes. Command points can be used on the same unit multiple times. I've mentioned that to you guys already. For instance, a pool of 3 command points can be used to move one unit 3 times in a row. Perfect for cutting into enemy lines or hurrying past dangerous terrain. That said, people get tired. They'll start each consecutive action with fewer AP than the last, so keep that in mind. If you use the cancel button to end your phase with command points still remaining, those command points will be carried over to the next turn. Oh, yeah. My thing, I could have used Alicia and beat it in turn 1. I did use all of her AP, but that was all the AP for that one command point. If I used another command point, her gauge would not be full, but I could still move her and probably could have killed this guy. So that was my bad for not beating it on turn 1, but Now you get this information going. Command points are a precious resource. How you choose to manage them will decide your fate. Alright. So, headset's beeping at me. Gotta plug that in before it dies. Ow. That's what all that rustling was. And I'm gonna go with Alicia because she is right. I'm actually gonna run closer to him. We have really no fear of dying. Like, he was hitting us, we were taking hardly any damage, but we have a higher chance of getting a headshot. I mean, we could definitely kill him with a body shot, but that's no fun. There we go. Headshots. I always try to go for the headshot. So, Operation Complete. All enemies have been defeated.
I don't see any more of them.
Alright, so here is the combat report. We got a B because it's 2 turns. I'm pretty sure you get an A if you do it on turn 1, but it's fine. We get a total of 200 experience and 500 DCT. I don't remember exactly what that stands for, but it's essentially your cash. You can see where the XP is broken down to. In the base results, we got 80 and 200, and then for the clear bonus, we get an additional 120 and 300. And the rest doesn't matter because there was none of that. So, new episode has been added. We're going to go ahead and finish off the episode with this. I think, finishing the prologue is a pretty good spot for this first episode. So, a Hilltop Promise.
Miss Melchiot, there's no other sign of the enemy.
Good. Now, go keep watch and stay alert.
Yes, ma'am. What should we do with the bodies, ma'am?
We'll bury them. So it's begun. I'll do whatever it takes to protect the people of this town. I'll do it. Even going to war, I'll do it.
What are those?
Seeds from the lion's paw. It blooms white, small, simple, and strong.
I want to be able to remember, once the war is over, that it wasn't all just people killing people. That even in war, there was also new life.
On the 15th day of the 3rd month of the year 1935, the Empire began its assault in earnest. A formal declaration of war was made upon Gallia. Though it was only a small front in a massive continental assault, what followed would prove that a tiny nation could best a military giant. These events would tell a story of tragedy hidden in the mists of time. A story of courage and of trust, of persecution and hate, and of love blooming even through the flames of war. What follows is a record of this conflict and of those who fought, lived, and died. Chapter 1. In Defense of Brule.
And with that, the prologue has been set up. We are going to war, boys and girls. We are going to war. I hope you're excited for this series. I've been wanting to do this for about a year now. Like, ever since I heard this game was coming to Steam, well, even a little bit before that, I've wanted to play this game. And it came out on Steam, and I got it. And I'm pretty sure one of my best friends gifted it to me. But either way, I got it, and I just fell in love, like, instantly. But I never beat it, because there was a chapter that pissed me off, and I just couldn't get past it. But I did get past it. I found out way before I started this LP, but I hope you guys are excited. I'm very, very excited to start this game. And I'll see you in the next episode of Valkyria Chronicles.